we're doing it. Ticket to Love, the new romance side quest, a big one, lasts for 4 days and 13 hours. And let me tell you, I just did it. It does take forever, but it's kind of interesting actually. I mean, it has the basic structures like everywhere else, where you in the end choose your romantic partner. So you will meet every single person that you have the ability to date within the side quest, and they will all help you and all will want to date you, which is very interesting. But the essence is that there's a, well, currently in the story, there's a big surprise. We don't know exactly what that is yet. There will be an announcement in Hogsmeade Station, and Penny and my MC, Little Munchkin, are discussing that. So it's an edited version of the time limited side quest, so we can get through the story a bit faster. I've edited out some of the dialogue as well, just so you can kind of follow the story but without having to read everything. That's usually how I do the time limited side quests in general. I don't read everything. I kind of get the general idea as to what the story is about and skip through most of it. And let me tell you, that is probably the best way to do it, because God, the MC repeat herself constantly over and over. Well, my MC is a she, so she repeats herself all the time. So it's I really missed skipping. But in this edited version, she doesn't do it as much. So we're almost ready to go to the Hogsmeade Station, and that's where we will find out what exactly the big surprise is. That would be the Minister of Magic at the time. And yeah, she says like there's going to be a competition for a ride on the train, like a romantic date on the train, and you have to write an essay, although there's never actually any writing, strangely enough. Oh, and I got a chocolate frog card out of this one. Great. I got quite a few actually whilst doing it. At the end of the video, I will do like a rundown of how much energy I spent on this, how many trophies, how much time I spent doing this quest. I'm not using any bots, any cheating, anything like that. All the waiting times, I skip using the trophies. I had 3 hours skipping trophies and 4 unlimited skipping trophies. So I had quite a few ready to go, and I have been stacking energy since, let me see, since the Making Mischief time limited side quest ended, so end of January. Oh yeah, watched an ad to get some gems. Couldn't stop myself. Had to do that even though I was doing the quest. So yeah, this is totally manageable if you know in advance that there's going to be a side quest and you want to do it, and you don't want to spend too much time on it, as in 4 days, for example, and you have instead maybe a couple hours that you can spare for this. Stacking may just be the way to go. Just make sure you have enough. This may not be the best example because this is as unusually long time limited side quests. They are usually 3 hours, 3 days, 19 hours. This one, as I said, is 4 days, 13 hours. It's way longer. I think the only one that is this long is the Owls, I think. That one was quite extensive as well. So yeah, there we go. You have several options. In this case, if you want to watch ads to skip some time, it will be 20 minutes, and presumably you can use it up to 3 times, so that's basically an hour. So you can avoid spending at least some of the trophies. Oh, I got the Go to Lock card. That's literally the only usable card that I got. And I got 12 chocolate frog cards. I said I was going to do the statistics in the end, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, so yeah, we've already had interactions with Penny, which is one of the dating options. Now we've got Marula, another dating option. And so now we're interacting with her. And oh, a lot of 8-hour 8-hour tasks in this time limit side quest. Insane amounts. We've got one in part 1, and then in part 2 we've got one 8-hour task, and then in part 3 and part 4 we've got 2 8-hour tasks in each. So part 1 we've already done. We had 1 hour task where we needed 3 out of 5 stars. That one also had the skipping option, so you got the first 3 stars and then you could just skip to the end. But because I wanted to make sure that I give you an exact amount of energy that was required to finish these tasks, I did not use the skipping option. So we had 1 hour, 3 hour, 3 hour, and 8-hour task in part 1, and 300 coins as a reward. I don't want to get too much into the story because, well, you will be doing the quest yourselves as well. But it is quite a nice story. You do kind of learn about love, at least what different characters think of love, at least in the game. So it's actually quite nicely thought out, and it of course it has its own, like, for example, like, we know from the beginning that our MC is going to win the competition. Like, we know that. There's no need to there's no reason to question that. So it's predictable in that sense. There's one aspect that I did not enjoy was she was also the only one out of all the friends in the game that was competing, because I didn't see why other people could not write this essay and present it and compete in the competition, but nobody else did. She was the only one, and everyone else was so helpful, so willing to give her advice, answer all her questions and everything. Of course, all of them, literally all of them, had agenda. They all wanted to be the date that she brings, and in the end they're all so understanding when she chooses only one person. In my case, well, you'll see who I choose. But it's not going to be any surprise. I always choose the same person for every romantic quest, I haven't gone exclusive yet in the game with that character, but I am going to. So you'll see. We've got some nice interaction with Hagrid as well. So we're already in part 2 and about to do an 8-hour task. This will be the fastest 8-hour task, you'll see. I think we've actually done that already. Yeah, we're moving to the next task. And another quick skipping. So that's another thing. Like, if you don't have the unlimited time skipping toffees, but you have over 3 hours of skipping time, you can use multiple limited time skipping toffees. Of course, if you have those. But yeah, they've really switched up some things there. So it's quite nice. This is the first time I'm doing a time limited side quest like this. I usually, well, for one, even when I kind of know that it's gonna happen, I still forget that it's gonna happen, and then I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, damn it. Plus, we don't ever know exactly the date when it's gonna come out. Like with the events, we usually know, especially if you are on Discord or you're in a Facebook group or Reddit, then someone will notice, someone will post about it, and you'll know straight away. And of course, once the time limit side quest comes out, you also find out. But like, you don't ever get really, there's no data mine on that one. They can find the events, but they can never really get precise dates for the time limit side quests. So I'm usually doing them like everything else. Once it comes out, I'm just like, well, okay, 4 days of my time. But yeah, this one I genuinely prepared, and it's quite nice. You don't forget what was going on, and you can really enjoy it, actually. Now it's Bade. I don't actually know how her name's pronounced. That's bad. But I like her idea as to what love is. She had a pretty good solid interpretation of what it is. So part 2, 3 gems plus 1 chocolate frog card. In part 2 we had a 3-hour task, 8-hour task, and then 2 more 3-hour tasks. Moving on to part 3 really quickly. It wasn't this quick when I was doing it. I actually, well, I can tell you, I spent over an hour, even with energy more than enough, well, barely enough actually. I started off with 1,260 energies. That's quite a lot of stacking, and by all means, let's see, today is February 9th. I guess it's already February 9th, and I started end of January, so almost 2 weeks I've been stacking, and that would not have been enough. Thankfully, there were 2 energy giveaways, one as an apology because there was a glitch with the update, and then they gave another 150 energy giveaway. So those came really, really handy, and then another 100 energies from the constellation event. So 400 energies kind of out of nothing, and thank God that I got those, because otherwise I could not have done this similar side quest like this. I would have needed probably another extra week of stacking energy, maybe even more. And yeah, and here we discover why the new kind of intro image for the game had the lovely Mr. and Mrs. Weasley. They play quite a big part in this time limit side quest. So we get to go to Burrow once again. Not the interior, not the inside, but we still see the Burrow from the outside. So that's nice. They're a really nice kind of addition. I quite like when these side quests introduce new characters. So yeah, plus they both have little secrets here, and then they dwell into the past and remember the early days of their dating. So it's quite nice. It is a bit weird how the MC managed to get from Hogwarts to the Burrow just like that. I don't know. That's a bit of a flaw, I would say, if we go by logistics, how things work in Hogwarts. It's not like you can apparate, and I'm guessing the train is busy. And the car is obviously parked in the Burrow, so how she got there, I don't know, but she did. She did get there. So now it's gonna be Jay's turn. He's doing a lot for MC. He found a gift for Mrs. Weasley, obviously because he wanted to get on our MC's good side, because he wants her to bring him on the date. And like, they all know she's gonna win. They all just, oh, you're definitely gonna win, and I want you to take me on the date. But that's details, minor details. Yeah, so they're gonna be making a mixtape apparently. I don't know who's gonna help Mrs. Weasley to make the mixtape actually, but I mean, it's a nice idea. She wanted to give Mr. Weasley something muggle-like, and not a bad option. So that task, yeah, another chocolate frog card. So I got quite a few additional energies because of this. So I think I mentioned already, I got 12 chocolate frog cards whilst doing this side quest, whether from tasks or finishing parts of the side quest, and only one of them was actually usable for the collection that I was trying to collect at the time. So if I had run out of energy, it would have come in really, really handy, but luckily I didn't need to. I ended up with, like, I had like 21 energies to spare by the end of it. But you know, when you start with 1260 energies and you do one time limited side quest and you're left with 21, that's a lot of energies. But I genuinely, I wouldn't say that most time limited side quests required that much energy. I really don't. I had been stacking when I was doing making mischief, and I had like 350 energies, I think, when that time limited side quest came out, and I got through almost the first two parts with those 350 energies, whereas here I think I spent that much on that first part alone. Oh, and halfway through I started to get tickets when finishing tasks because the dueling event started, of course. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I know I made a video where I was rating all the events and I was saying that the dueling event is awesome, but when you stack the tickets and then try to do all the duels in one go, it becomes just as annoying as clean sweep very, very quickly, and you no longer care that you're getting free coins, you no longer care that you're getting the rewards. It's just annoying. Third part done, 3 extra gems, yeah, and the chocolate frog guard, and we're moving on to the final part. Yeah, you see the dueling event. Oh, we'll be doing that a bit later. Andre, yeah. Andre's sister, when she was appearing in a time limited side quest, I liked that character as well. Those were a few details that I really enjoyed. Yeah, so you could see the little pink bar at the top, which indicated that you can kind of skip the bonus stars. And by this point, we've already kind of gathered all the necessary information for the essay. So if you've been listening to me instead of reading the dialogue, then the general idea is that the MC, in my case Little Munchkin, first tries to compete in this competition, in this essay competition, to win a date on the train. And early on she talks to Gilderoy Lockhart, and he gives her the idea that she should be talking to other people and basically using their ideas to build her essay. And so she talks to her friends, she talks to Hagrid, she talks to Mr. and Mrs. Weasley, and now Andre helped her kind of put the whole thing together, and now she's going to be presenting it to the Minister of Magic, among other people. Oh yeah, you're gonna hear a little bit because we're gonna be skipping right over all the tapping, and then she's gonna give the kind of conclusion. Yep, 6 more tickets. So love means something different to each of us. It was the general idea because everyone had a different perspective. And now 2 8-hour tasks. That's like you're nearing the end and you're thinking, oh, so close. But first you get a waiting time. But of course, if you haven't stacked energy, you'll probably need that waiting time, because we're gonna have an 8-hour task and then we're gonna have another 8-hour task. Now our MC is gonna choose who she's gonna go on that date with. I know who I'll choose. I always know. And yeah, this time I kept the tapping because you'll notice that I had quite a few tappies that had 6 energies. That's new. I had never seen that before. I had always seen 5 as the top, but now there's a 6 energy tappy. Who knew? By the way, if I'm talking quietly, it's because it's middle of the night and my kid is sleeping like 2 meters away from me, and I don't want to wake her. But I also want to get this video done and out, so you know, we're working with what we have. And yes, of course, I chose Barnaby. No surprise there. I always, always, always choose Barnaby. I'm loyal. I don't date around. And now they're gonna announce the winner. Dun, 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 dun. Once again, no surprise. She presented the most compelling definition of love. Presented love in its many forms. Yes. Yes. Congratulations. Everyone's so happy. Enjoy the ride and the final 8-hour task. And for the first time, I never do this. I've seen other people do this. I personally never do, because I just usually want to be done with the quest by this moment. But this time I decided, hey, this is going on the internet. I'm gonna dress up. So yeah, I mean, I have quite a few outfits. I have quite a few dresses, but I don't wear them at all. Oh, this is one of my favorites. But yeah, I thought this is a special occasion, so I really should put some effort. So I dressed up. I dressed up for this. I even tried the makeup options there as well a little bit, but there's still so much room for growth when it comes to makeup. Yeah, there's very strange necklaces available, like Quidditch goals. Why? I don't even remember where those are from. Probably a side quest, most likely a side quest, or it was part of an outfit from an event. Let me know in the comments. I honestly don't remember. I have it. I don't know why. I don't know where it's from. But yeah, like I look at the makeup options and I don't see a difference. Okay, we're done. We can go on the date. And yeah, you will see lots of screenshots because girl needs a thumbnail. But I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's one thing that I like. I need thumbnails, so I take a lot of screenshots whenever there's like a new area available, or like something like a side quest that has a specific aesthetic, because I need thumbnails. But I'm sure other people also do it just to like capture their MCs with the characters that they want, especially in like dating scenarios. So yeah, so I think I can already start going through the statistics. So part 4, the tasks, we've got 2 3-hour tasks and 2 8-hour tasks, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot of clicking. Oh, Barnaby's cute. We have gone to a lot of Valentine's Day dances together, yes. All of them. And here's the trolley lady. Yeah, so the final task is done. The quest is done. And now let's go through the statistics. So I said I started with 1,260 energy. By the end, I should have had 21 energies left. I had more because I got some energy back while I was doing the quest. I got 30 energies. I don't even remember from where. From either from either magical milestones or something like that. and quite a few energies from the extra chocolate frog cards, the duplicates. So I actually got like 90 energies just extra, but I did not need them. But yeah, it's something to mention. So I used 1,239 energies. The time that I spent doing the side quest was a little over an hour, 67 minutes. I used 4 toffees in total, 2 3-hour skipping ones and 2 unlimited ones. I earned almost 3,000 coins from all the tasks. I earned 15 gems plus 3 from the ad, but that doesn't really count, so 15. 12 chocolate frog cards as well. So not bad. It's a year 5, chapter 13 time limit side quest. Just FYI, if you didn't get it, it has quite a high trigger point. Year 5, chapter 13. And you get a bracelet as a reward. No tappy this time, unfortunately. No tappy, but not all side quests can have tappies. So yeah, you can see some more energies right there. So yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, and bye.